beyond compare. Some people say it's almost heaven. Look for me, you'll find me there. You can find me on the highest mountain. You can find me in the black coal mine.
Hot concrete.
Okay, here's what we're doing. The Wolf Fang cable anchor are disposable, or supposed to be, but I made mine retrievable. I removed this trap back about, I don't know, probably about 3 weeks ago, but right here's my cable. You can't pull these out. I'm going to show you. Here's the retriever side of it all, if it works. They run behind me. If you leave them. And I'm hoping I'm getting this in camera. I don't know if I am or not, but I made retrievers for my Wolf Fang. They're disposable when you buy them, but if you're running on a budget like I am, you want to bring this home. But that's how I retrieve my disposable cable anchors. When you pull this, it locks in the ground. When you pull this, it turns, comes back out. Saves you some money. Nevertheless, I had a dirt hole set here and my trap was froze, and I pulled it about 3 weeks ago. But I've got some new PSC cable anchors, and I'm gonna do a little better job on my retriever as far as brad and everything. I'm gonna loop the cable into itself. But that's how I made my disposables retrievable. I'll show you how to make your disposable anchors retrievable. First thing you want to do is drill a hole in the tip end of the anchor. When you pull on the factory side, it locks in the ground. See? When you pull on the tip end, it turns and comes back out. So you want to divide your cable into 2 equal parts, trying to keep them just as neat as you possibly can. Let's put this nut on there. About forgot my nut. Now if you burr them up, it's alright, but this works. This is how I've always done it, and I've yet to lose an anchor. Okay, weave the cable back into itself. Now it don't matter, it doesn't matter how big the loop is down here. That's not going to hinder the anchor from going in the ground. So you don't want your loops so tight that it wanted here. Make sure I'm going right here. Let's see, right here, right there. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now, take this in through. I'm hoping I'm getting this in camera. Take it back through. Keep going until you are down to the anchor itself. Here's where it gets kind of tough now. You want to feed that back through. You want to feed that back through the eye hole of the anchor. It's kind of tough now, don't get me wrong, it's tough. But once you get that far, you got it made. And it's well worth the effort as far as retrieving your anchors back out of the ground. One more time right there, and there you go. You can take a nut, and braid you a nut right up on there, just like that. That won't hinder that anchor from being drove into the ground. Won't hinder it at all. When you pull on the and a lot of people say, well, I'd rather have my retriever shorter It don't matter, stick it back down in the hole. See what I'm saying? You will not pull that loose from that anchor. Impossible. Drive that down, brad that down. You can use a ferrule, a stop. I prefer a nut. And that'll bind everything together. It's grabbing itself all the way through. That will make my disposable anchors retrievable. See what I'm saying? I hope I'm getting this in camera. But like I said, drill your hole, weave the cable through, back onto itself, all the way back around down to the end, and drive you a nut down, braid you a nut down. When you drive this thing down in the ground, that don't hinder nothing. See, there ain't nothing gonna stop that from going in the ground. See, once you get it in the ground, you pull back on this, it locks it. Okay, when you want to retrieve it out of the ground, you pull on that and it turns it, brings it back up. But that's how you make, and I'm sure these guys that's probably got better ways of doing it, but that's how I make my disposable retrievable. Saves you a lot of money. But this is Ron Smith, Mountain Bushcrafters Alliance, and as always, go farther, stay longer. I hope I got this in camera. But that's how it's done. There's no way that you'll break that from that. We'll catch you out in the field. I've got a few more to do, about 24. But I hope this helped you making your disposable retrievable